Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we've got some noobs in tier 10. Yes, we see it all the time. What I don't understand is I get that we're gonna always get noobs. Doesn't matter what tier you play. It doesn't matter. I just don't get why these kind of people just want to go and play tier 10 and do nothing. This is the thing, like, I get it might be a tank that they like, you know, an E100 or something like that, but when they don't even perform well in the E100 or any other tank, I honestly don't get how they can enjoy it. You know, I get that people want to play tier 10 because they enjoy a certain tank. You know, their win rate might not be good, but they enjoy a certain tank and they can actually, to some degree, perform well in that tank. You know, they can perform well better in that tank than they can in, say, tanks in tier 7 or tier 8. But when you've got players playing tier 10 that have only literally got, well, there's one player here, it's literally 300 average damage. He's got 300 average damage. I honestly don't understand how people can enjoy that. How is that fun? I don't get how that is fun. Now, this game here, it's on the EU server, and I don't understand this because obviously we've got a thing called newbie matchmaking, and I thought maybe when I was watching this, I thought, okay, he's definitely in newbie matchmaking. But when I had a look, this guy has almost 20,000 battles. There is another person on his team that has 50,000 battles, but every other person has less than 4k or 5k battles. There are some guys, I think the Super Conqueror has like 400 battles, something like that. Like, so it's not newbie matchmaking. I think it's a kind of mixed, but I just think that this game is fantastic because it's a game that it's funny because they're so bad. The team is so bad, and you can see this Object 263 is saying like, yeah, Tony, well done, or whatever he's saying, because currently now it is a 1 versus 5. Our guy Tony has done 2.5k damage. It's a 1 versus 5 should not happen, albeit if you can win a 1 versus 5, the Type 71 is one of those tanks that should be able to do it because it is super strong. So there goes the first tank, and he still is yet to lose that many hit points. He's only lost 300 or so hit points, and it is now a 1 versus 4. So we get that there is I think there may be 1 or 2 tanks that are low hit points, but even so, it doesn't matter how many hit points. When it's a 1 versus 5, it shouldn't end in a victory for the green team. So there is another tank. So it is now 1 versus 3, and he is down to he's got 4 kills and he's on 3.2k damage. So the Type 71 here, 2.5k block damage. Excuse me. So 2.5k block damage, and this is the kind of thing that this tank can do. And this Alex Ruin, the 263, cannot believe what he's seeing. Literally, oh my god, he's going to do that for the rest of the battle, seriously. And here we have one of the first noob. And now this E100, honestly, I just don't think he has an freaking clue what he's doing. And again, as I've said, I get people want to play tier 10. That is the ultimate goal. They grind tier 10, or they pay for tier 10 using free XP, etc., as quick as they can, and they still don't understand how to play the freaking game. And this is definitely, we've been talking about it since 5.5, since update 5.5, and this is the biggest thing to come from 5.5, and that's where people grind the line too quickly now. And this is definitely something Wargaming do need to look at, and stop these people playing these tiers. You know, I know you can't stop anyone playing a certain tier, but there should be some, I don't know, maybe they can add some kind of criteria where you can't play a tier 10 when you've only got X amount of battles. You need a certain amount of battles before you can unlock a tier 10. or they need to up the XP needed to get the next tier. But again, that's not going to resolve everything, because you up the tier, say you need 500,000 XP to get an E100. People are just going to pay more money. People that have money are just going to buy that, you know. So but it will save a little bit, because a lot of people are free to play, especially like really bad players, not just really bad players, there's good players that are free to play as well. But I just think that we've been saying this since 5.5, that Wargaming need to adjust the XP needed to get the next line, and a battle like this just really showcases, and we've just seen that how bad that E100 is. And when we're talking about bad players and not having fun, the next guy we're going to see is a Super Conqueror, which is a premium tank. And again, this guy has literally no battle, which we will see at the end, and he's playing a premium tank, and he literally does not have a clue how to play the game. Not just the tank, not just, you know, not tier 10, not the tank, he just doesn't know how to play. Now I'm thinking, watching this, like, okay, he's AFK, but looking at the enemy team where they're talking and they're saying, no, he's not AFK, he's just in the middle of the map, and he's not even got bad signal, because he still tries to take the shot, which, watch this shot, where did that go? He has all the time in the world and he couldn't even hit that shot. And it's just like, when you watch these players, and this is why originally I didn't really want to add this replay, but I thought, you know what, no, I am going to add this OP replay, but we're going to add it into a different kind of video and talk about how noobs are playing tier 10. So well played for Tony, like, he kept his cool. The enemy did make it easy for him, you know, 8k damage, 7 kills. And when I was watching this, as I've said, I was like, okay, maybe this is definitely newbie matchmaking, but as you can see, Tony here has almost 20k battles, and then there's other replay, like other guys, 2.5k. So it is a bit of a mix. It's definitely not newbie matchmaking. I think it's kind of half, but that's not Tony's problem, you know. He's got 20k damage, 20k battles, and again here 50k. But we get to the two guys, the Super Conqueror here. I mean, just look at this crap, not even 1,000 battles, 41% win rate, which I'm not going to talk about win rate, because I don't really like to talk about anyone's win rate unless they are super low, like below 30%. Then we could talk about how bad this player is, but considering this player has 41% win rate, that's not even overly bad. It's bad, but it's not like mega bad. But what is mega bad is the fact that this guy has only got 300 average damage. 300 average damage. Like, seriously, what is this guy playing? Is he just playing tier 1? Even tier 1 300 average damage isn't great, but this guy has less than 1,000 battles. And look, he doesn't even own a tier 9. He's got a smasher. He's got a Super Conqueror with 70 battles with average 115. How is that even possible? The only way he can average 115 is if he splashes HE at someone's turret that's got armor and it only splashes them. Like, honestly, he's got a Super Persian that has more average damage than freaking Super Conqueror. He has an LTTB with more average damage than a Super Conqueror. And if we go down the list, look at this, an AC Sentinel with double the average damage than his Super Conqueror. Why are these people playing these games? Look, a T34, more average damage than a Super Conqueror. We go down the list to tier 4s. All of these tier 4s have more damage, or pretty much all of the tier 4s have more average damage than his Super Conqueror. Some tier 3s there, look. 300 average damage. I mean, these are not good average damages, but considering they are all more than his tier 10, why is he allowed to play tier 10? He doesn't even own a tier 9. He only owns one tech tree tier 8, and even that is only 250 average damage. Wargaming should stop these kind of people from playing tier 10. Honestly, it is ruining the game for a lot of people. The E100 here, I mean, okay, his win rate is a bit more, his battles are a bit more, but honestly, 600 average damage, how is this even possible? Honestly, I don't understand how this is possible. And yeah, 500, where's these tanks? I mean, where are they? He's got an E100, literally. Okay, he's doing not bad in an E100, 1200 damage, average damage. That isn't, I mean, that's not great, but he's got a yo there with 1,000 battles, so he's got the battle count there to understand the game a bit more. He was just useless. He was just absolutely useless. And Wargaming need to train these guys. They need to somehow train these guys to make them better, so they actually, it's tier 10 is more enjoyable. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave a like, leave a comment. What do you think of these kind of people playing tier 10? Should Wargaming put a stop to it completely, or should they just let it as it is and just ruin people's days? Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsyreplays, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.